Everyone wants to correct their status, everyone wants to become a sovereign, everyone wants to be a national. But do you really know the nature of these terms and what they truly mean? For one, the correcting of a status is a phrase. All this phrase means is that you are revoking the contracts that you've established with the U.S. government, aka corporation, and any entities that are attached to them, such as the state that you are governed by. Okay, so the correction of a status is an action. It is a verb. It is not a noun. It does not describe anything. It's not an adjective. It's a verb. Now, when you think of a sovereign being, you're thinking of someone who governs themselves. Rather calling them a sovereign being, you guys like to call them a sovereign citizen. But the thing about this sovereignty is, sovereignty does not come with an ID that says that you are sovereign. Okay, in fact, Wikipedia refers to, and not just Wikipedia, there are tons of other articles about this. They refer to sovereignty as a movement. Okay, it's titled Sovereign Citizen Movement, and it reads, the Sovereign Citizen Movement is a loose group of anti-government activists, vexatious litigants, tax protesters, financial scammers, and conspiracy theories found mainly in English-speaking common law countries. That is why I tell you guys that when you are exercising your rights, you are still considered a consumer. This is why I tell y'all, I will not be helping people do their own securities unless you have the proper status and I can ID you as such. Okay, so when we hear the term sovereign citizen, they are looking at us like citizens who are just litigants who are anti-governmental. Not what you want to come off as. Which leads me to my next point, the national status. Now let me just say this. A lot of people think that you can trace yourself back to being an indigenous person by looking like me. Okay? There are people that look like this that had ancestors that look like us. Okay? And if they can trace it back and see that they are tied with that bloodline. Okay, so for better understanding, people who refer to themselves as a national, their ancestors have signed contracts with our government, treaties, meaning the land was already theirs. Treaties, you can look at the National Archives and see the treaties. All you have to do to identify if you are from one of the tribes, if your ancestors were a part of one of the tribes, you need to get on Ancestry.com. You need to stop looking at them parts of Africa that they're telling you that you're from, in Europe and all of that. You're not from none of those continents. You are from North America, Babylon, and your ancestors were here first. If you can prove that, a world of things open up to you at the status that many seek to prove to be sovereign. Okay, so for the purpose of the video, I just wanted y'all to get a clear understanding on what these terms are, what they mean, and so forth. Now I'm going to do a part 2 to this. The part 2 is going to be the pros and the cons of operating these statuses. Okay, remember y'all, you have no rights if you don't exercise them, and I want to make up a new one. You know nothing if you don't feed yourself anything. That's something new. I literally just made that up, but we'll see how it goes. If you need assistance litigating, whether that's mediation, arbitration, court, or federal court, check out our bio, jetoi.com, 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 jetoi.com. Mwah. Love y'all. Bye.